I made a video about collecting manga, and I wanted to talk about rereading Chainsaw Man. I will talk about that in one video, but I find collecting manga so fun because personally, I commute to work, and my commute is pretty lengthy. So in the morning commute, I bring a volume of whatever manga I'm reading or rereading, and I read it. Now, I mentioned this in my last video. In high school and a small bit of college, I collected manga so much. A ton of the manga I collected I got when I was in high school, just because, back then, you're a kid, you don't really have a ton of bills, yada yada. Now, I'm an adult, I got adult stuff to take care of, such as life. But I find it interesting because there are so many manga series that I want to collect more of, get in general. I mentioned this last video. I really only collect series that I deeply, deeply love and plan on rereading. Now, in high school, when I was a kid, I remember when I was a freshman in high school, we're talking 10 years ago. When I was a freshman in high school, I collected a ton of My Hero. I love My Hero Academia. I don't love My Hero Academia anymore. I love the first half of it, and I like the series. I have a lot of problems with it, but that could be an entirely different video. I believe I have the first 20 volumes. I'm not going to finish collecting the series because I kind of fell out of love with it, but that was one of those examples of a series that I used to love. I really only want to collect series that I know I love with all my heart. Like Vinland Saga. I have the first and third volumes of Vinland Saga. That's one of my favorite manga. I mentioned earlier Yu Yu Hakusho in my last video. It's not a manga, but Scott Pilgrim. I only fully collect series that I know I love to death, and I know I'm going to constantly be reading on and off. It's like a video game, So in terms of stuff I want to get, I want to get a lot more of the Berserk Deluxe volumes, though those are beautiful. It's tough to collect those, though, because like I said, I bring my manga on my commute. So reading Berserk in public can be kind of tough. but also it's just such a freaking, it's like a Bible, it's so heavy. But what other stuff? Off the top of my head, I want to keep collecting Chainsaw Man. I actually, a manga I want to reread, Tokyo Ghoul. I don't have the first box set, but I do have the second box set. I have That box set is incredible. And I might honestly reread that because that series is phenomenal. I don't think I have the first one. I'm almost positive I don't have the first one, but I know I have the second one. Yeah, I definitely have the second one, but I don't have the first one. My best friend has the first one, so I might drive over to his place and steal it if he didn't live an hour and a half from me. But yeah, there's just something so wholesome and comforting to me about reading manga in the morning on my commute to work. My commute, the way it goes, I can read a volume in about a day, in the morning during my commute. So that's really fun. It's just such a wholesome, fun thing.